Greetings YouTube, Sega Zombie here, and welcome to another episode of the Sega Wall. Now this episode's going to be a quick episode, going to keep it relatively short, but I wanted to shoot a new video because I've had some really nice pickups this week. So that's number one. Number two is I wanted to try out my new lights. I've got a load of new lights which I'm experimenting with and testing with so I can shoot video at night. You know, this has been one of my massive stumbling blocks in doing YouTube, is I've always had to wait for decent daylight in any room that I've ever filmed in, and I'm sure all of you that's got channels and does video will know that light is always against us. So I've got some lights, it's gonna change, I might not have it right. If anyone's got any tips down below, that would be great, but I just wanted to brighten things up a bit and just improve the visuals for you guys. So hopefully it's looking better. Like I said, it's night time here, but the main reason I wanted to do this video is a thank you, really, a massive thank you. I was left speechless. I didn't know what to say the other day. I got an inbox from Pete Armour and he says, have you watched Cyber Snake 7's video yet? And I said, no, I haven't had a chance yet. And he says, you get a mention. So I gave that a quick watch and I was blown away. Such kind words, and thank you, Jay. That was absolutely awesome, mate, for that shout out. I really appreciate that. And it just goes to show what an amazing community we've got. I love your content, mate. I've watched your videos on and off for years. And wow, what a collection you've got. Oh, fantastic. I was watching your recent video actually with the vinyl, and it was a bit of a like a love-hate watching that video because I absolutely adore all these retro and sort of like game soundtracks you're collecting on vinyl, but I've been telling myself now for a good 18 months, 2 years, no Scott, you are not collecting vinyl, you are not collecting game soundtracks. But I was just in awe of watching all that cover art. Guys, go and check out Jay's latest video. Go and check his channel. If you're not subscribed, go and subscribe to him. And awesome content on Jay's channel. He keeps it real. And that leads on to another one. Not only did I get one shout out, but I got two. And the second shout out was from Nintendo Alex Arcade. Absolutely, I love Alex's channel. Love the content. I'm a Sega guy, as you all know. Even though I do dabble in everything else, my priority, or the majority of what I discuss, is Sega, because that's where my passion is. I adore Sega. Even though I'm wearing an Atari t-shirt, I adore Atari, but Sega's where it's at for me. That's where it's real. But I love to see the other side. I love to see that slightly slower system. And we're talking about the Super Nintendo, minus the blast processing, Alex. No. We're going to start a bit of a console rivalry here, going back to the 90s, I think. With the good old 16-bit console wars. But no, the SNES is a fantastic system. I did have one back in the day. I had the Street Fighter pack, just like you showed off, Alex, in your last video. And I had about a dozen games. You know, and them games were good. I liked it, but it did sit in the cupboard a lot more, and it was not set up like my Mega Drive. The Mega Drive was it for me. It's just the cooler system. Simple as, mate. Simple as. But Alex, thank you so much for the shout out again. I was just blown away. I didn't know what to say, you know. Absolutely, it's what YouTube's all about, is the community, us all sharing our passion in games, collecting, and just everything that goes with it. It's absolutely fantastic. Also, a massive thank you to you guys. The last two videos have gone down a storm. So many great comments and loads of feedback. And that's what I love. I love all of that, guys. And I'll reply to each and every one of you. I always will. And I've noticed my subs are going up. It's not something I really focus on, is all that. You know, I'll just keep producing content. And at the end of the day, I don't understand all these YouTube algorithms and all of what's going on. At the end of the day, if people will watch it, if people are going to watch it, I'll keep doing it. And while I enjoy doing it, I'll keep making these videos. And at the moment, I'm absolutely buzzing. I love it. I love sharing everything that I pick up, what I've got to talk about, all of it. It's just absolutely spot on, and It's great, absolutely love it. I'm waffling again, as I always do. I've always got something to say. But let's get on with some pickups. Mixed bag. A few things to share with you guys. And believe it or not, it's not that nostalgic, this stuff that I've picked up. There's elements of nostalgia there, but not a huge amount. These are games that I've never played. I'd never played these games. I tell a lie on one of those, but I'll explain that as we show them. But first of all, I'm going to show you something modern, which is not something I do often, but I thought this was really cool and I wanted to let you guys know this was out here. It was actually Holly Holster TV. Another great channel, guys. Go and check out Holly's content. I absolutely love these boot sale videos at the minute, where people have got these like GoPro cams on and they're just walking around car boots, and it's all jiggy and wobbly and a bit like me when I walk around while I'm talking. But I love it. I absolutely hooked on it. And Holster's channel at Holster TV, go and check it out, guys. I'll leave a link to that below. I've just really been enjoying that content at the moment. Great channel, Holly. And there's a few others that my good mate Tootie UK, who seems to watch everyone on YouTube. I don't know where he finds the time to do it all, but he does. He's pointed me in the direction of some great content which I'm going to check out in a similar vein, so really looking forward to watching some of that. But again, I'm going off track. We're going to start with what Holster picked up a couple of videos back, and what a great deal. I just was googling it, looking to see, and it was a great price. And here we go, guys. Let me just grab it. And it's this. It's the Toki, is it? Toki or Toki? I always called it Toki as a kid. I had this back in the day on the Atari Lynx originally, and then I got it on the Mega Drive. And yeah, it's a pretty good sort of like action platform shoot. It's a bit of a mixture, really. It's quite simple platforming to a degree. It's a bit of a run and gun. But yeah, check it out, guys, if you haven't already. But I picked this pack up for $24.99 delivered. It was on Amazon, and I thought that was really cheap. You know, what can you get modern on the Switch for 24 quid? And it's the Retro Collector Edition. And in that pack, you get the game, obviously. You get some transfers, some lithographs, and we also get the Toki, which is what I got it for, or Toki, arcade cabinet. I don't know if you can see that on there, guys, but that's what you get in there. What I'm going to do is, if I can, is I'm not going to open it right now, but I will open it up later on. I'll get some pictures showing you guys what it looks like. It's a game on the Switch, worth checking out, guys, for 25 quid. I think that's a bargain. So I've got that. I'm really interested to see what this little arcade cab looks like. So that was the first buy of the week. I love the Nintendo Switch. It's such a great... It's really restored my faith in modern gaming, really. This generation has miffed me quite a bit. I really loved the PS3. I enjoyed the Xbox 360 as well. But it was predominantly the PlayStation 3 last generation. But this generation just... I don't know if it's my age. I don't know whether it's... I just can't put my finger on what it is. It's not as exciting, and it's not had that spark of previous generations. And the Nintendo Switch has gone a long way to restore that. I must admit, I play an awful lot of retro games on it. There's some great Neo Geo conversions on there, other arcade games. Sega are now jumping on it. Outrun, which I've done a few videos back, that is amazing. There's also Game Ground, which is really, really good. There's Fantasy Star. There's a few popping up now. And also you've got the Mega Drive Classics collection, which I got that, which is absolutely fantastic. If you haven't got it, get it. I'm sure most of you have got that, though. A fantastic compilation of Mega Drive games on there. So yeah, I'm really enjoying the Switch. I play it mostly in handheld mode, which really surprises me, because like I've said before, I'm not really a handheld gamer. I never have been. I've always preferred to play on the TV, but I think there's something about the Switch. The screen is big enough. I don't know, I definitely play it more in handheld mode than I do docked up to a television, which is great for me. You know, best of both worlds there, and a great system. I'm sure most of you know this. It's a really popular system. It's doing great, and it's really exciting for Nintendo. But enough of Nintendo. I've said too much about Nintendo in this video. We're not going to keep on going on about bloody Nintendo. Let's get back onto some Sega. And my next pickup, and again I mentioned him in the last few videos, he's becoming a serial shout out now, and that's my Scottish brother David Jameson, fellow Retro Realm admin. We've done another trade, and this time it was I got rid of they've been in my collection for years, but I don't use them. I don't see the point in keeping stuff in my collection now. This has been my main focus of 2019. It's stuff that I'm not going to play with or, you know, use. I'm getting rid of. I really am. If I think I'll play it, it doesn't have to be, you know, over the course of the next year or so. I don't need it in the collection. And one of those things that's been made redundant are the wireless pads. I picked up the 8-bit Do pad. It's absolutely brilliant. I've had no issues with it. I've played loads of games. I'm going to spend a day shooting loads of little videos because I really do need to catch up. I want to do a little review video on that. I've got some other controllers that I want to do a little review video on. These are all going to get underway, and it's going to be so much better now I've got this lighting to get all that done. But back to the deal that I've done with David. I've swapped them box controllers for another big hitter, guys. Let's get it. And here we go. Oh yeah, it's a blue spine Tootie UK. Look at that. Wow, absolutely yes. This is a biggie, guys. This isn't a cheap game. It's a game I've never ever owned and never played, and I'm even going back to when I had my shop and years ago when I used to deal in retro and sell it in the market stalls. I've never ever had this game, so it's quite nice to get it finally in the wall. It's not a great game. I'm going to put some footage up there. It plays quite awful really, but it's in great condition. There is a slight little nick there in the box, which I'm not too fussed about, but look at that, in absolutely glorious condition, guys. Manual cart, absolutely fantastic, and it's a blue spine in the wall. We're getting there now with the blue spines, guys. We really are. Is this game, I was hoping this game was going to be like Cosmic Carnage on the 32X. The game is so bad and cheesy that it's good, and I was kind of hoping this game fell into that category, but I'm not sure. It's quite frustrating to play. It's pretty unresponsive. I don't believe the arcade game, not that I've ever played it, but I've heard the arcade game of this played terribly as well. Didn't do great, but it made it to the system. It's a blue spine. It's a big hitter. Another one of those harder to get games or for a good price, and it's in the wall. Really chuffed with that, David, and it's absolutely fantastic as always, mate. That leads us on to the last pickup, and I actually purchased this game, it must have been, it was mid last year, because I never thought I'd get the PAL release. I purchased it, I'd never played it before. It will be on a previous video where I played it for the first time. But this game is, and can you believe it, guys? The Adventures of Batman and Robin on the Mega CD. Oh my god. I still can't quite believe it. This turned up a few days ago, and I really can't believe that I finally got this game in the Sega wall. I never thought I'd get this. This game can command ridiculous sums of money. Like a lot of the Mega CD, and I mentioned this before, a lot of us that are collecting the Mega CD, we're down to the last 20 titles or so, and we're all chasing the same 20 titles. There's some really expensive games to get on the Mega CD. This is one of them, and thankfully I have it in the wall. I'm just really chuffed sick to have this in the wall. It just come up by chance. An old contact, an old friend from the SES days, Sega Everything Sega. That used to be a fantastic group on Facebook back in the early days of retro gaming groups. I had a contact on there, Dom. Awesome, mate. After all these years, he just out of the blue contacted me and he said, Scott, are you after this? Sent me the picture. I was like, mate, yes, how much? We agreed a price. He said, I'm happy for £200 all in, and for me that is an absolute bargain. So I've been selling like mad on on Facebook. I've sold loads of stuff, raised the money so I could get this finally in the collection. I couldn't pass it down. He done me a fantastic price. The manual, look at that, is all in glorious condition. It's in really nice condition, guys. Really happy with that. Absolutely fantastic. The disc, again, really good condition. Just needs a bit of a clean on there. You ain't going to see it, so I don't know why I'm showing it. But yeah, absolutely blown away. Again, I'll put some footage up. This game I was hoping was going to be as good as Batman Returns, the car sections, because that's what they're focused on with this game, because that was a real success. It was a real big hit with Batman Returns on the Mega CD. Unfortunately, this doesn't control as well. It's not quite as good, but it's still a playable game. It's not as bad, I don't think, as some people make out, but maybe that's because of the price tag and I'm making myself like it more. I don't know, but I'm over the moon, guys, to have this in the collection. Wow, absolutely amazing, guys. I'm absolutely speechless. I keep saying that. I don't know what to say. It's just, I never thought I was going to get this. So I've now got Batman and Robin, the NTSC Sega CD version, which is in absolutely glorious condition. If any of you guys out there are collecting the Sega CD games and need this, get in contact with me the usual way, guys. But this will be up for grabs because I just can't believe I've got the PAL version. Absolutely chuffed sick with that. It's got to go up there, isn't it, guys? Yeah, and that's it really, guys. I just wanted to go through that. Again, I'm going to mention some of the events coming up. I'm going to play in Norwich on the 18th of May. If you go and say hello, guys, but I'm going to mention this again. There's going to be another video before the 18th of May for sure, and we all know what video that's going to be. Oh yes, the Dreamcast video. That is definitely happening, guys. I've started putting things together for that. I'm still waiting on one item to arrive before we can go gung-ho into that and get that out there. So buzzing about the Dreamcast. I've been playing the Dreamcast loads this week. So many fantastic games. So many more memories popping up in my head, which I want to share with you guys. Playing so many games. Getting ready to share all them awesome memories with you guys. I've got so many tales to tell when it comes to the Dreamcast. That's really going to be... I'm going to throw everything into that video, guys, because I'm really buzzing. Really so excited to share all of that nostalgic, awesome gaming memories with you lot. From every angle. I've got so much to go through because gaming back then was a massive part of my life and my career. So we're going to go through all of that next time. Once again, a massive thank you to Alex Nintendo Arcade and Jay Cybersake 7. Absolutely blown away with them shout outs, mate. Oh, thank you so much. And thank you to you all for watching. That's absolutely what it's all about. I just want to share this with you guys. And while you keep enjoying it, I keep enjoying it. I'll keep on doing it. Until the next time, guys, I'm Sega Zombie. Goodbye!